All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Justin Clark here, going to do a morning market analysis. As you come on, let me know if you're watching this live or on replay. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Always love to see that. If you do have any questions, go ahead and post them on this video or in the forum. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions in one of the other places. So what this is, for those who do not know, this is a morning market analysis I do and broadcast for our members in iCoinPro because we day trade these markets. So we're not looking to invest. We're not looking to hold things long term. The bulk of our individuals are just trading in and out on crypto coins. So I keep an eye on these markets just to see when there could potentially be bigger moves, potentially, right? And so we can anticipate it, as well as we can. To see, when things might start, dipping harder or blowing up bigger. Either way, I mean, these markets can go. Again, do I know where everything's going to go from one day to the next? Absolutely not. But what I do know is probabilities, and that's what I like to discuss with everybody so they know what could potentially happen or what a probability is or what we're looking at from the overall, bigger picture, so we don't get caught flat-footed if the market does a big dump one day. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and screen share here, and then we're just going to take a look at Bitcoin, see what's going on, and then go from there. So I think everybody should be able to see my screen now. And so this is our trading portal. For those who don't know, this is our software that we have in iCoinPro. And it is exclusive to us. Everything is actually created from the ground up. I'll zoom in just a little bit so everybody can see things a little better. Why do we watch Bitcoin so closely? Because the cryptocurrency markets are like lemmings, right? So if Bitcoin does a big move, whether it's down or whether it's up, generally, if it's down, all of the altcoins go down. If Bitcoin pumps up big, sometimes the altcoins can lag a little bit behind Bitcoin. Bitcoin can absorb some volume from the alts in order to make its next big move. But in general, things kind of flow together. And Bitcoin's just like a big bully, right? If Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. If Bitcoin goes down, everything's going to probably go down along with it. All right. So we got to watch Bitcoin pretty closely and know what we're dealing with. And so right now, one of the biggest things is we're just getting into a low volatility, low volume period here. And we're looking at this chart. We call it the MA momentum chart, moving average momentum. These spaghetti lines you see here are they're called moving averages. When the whole market is trading above all of these squiggly lines or these moving averages is just a calculation of price based on a certain look back period. So it looks back 100 days, 200 days, and gives an average price, right? Easy way to explain it. You really don't know you have to know exactly how any indicator works. You just have to know how to use it. So when everything is trading above all these squiggly lines, we're happy, it's bullish potentially, and continuation is probable or could happen. All right. When everything is trading below these lines, we know we're definitely not in a bull market, potentially right then, and potentially in a bear market. And the more that we're trading below all these lines, this is the price action here, these candles. And the further away these lines pull from the price action, the longer it's probably going to take before we can break through and start moving back up again. Okay. So here we got, a really nice bullish trend. And pulled nice, pretty far away, not too far away. Back here, we were really far away when this move happened. Look at how far away we were from all these different moving averages. Here is a bit tighter in this area. So the big question is, what's going to happen next, right? And we can clearly see we got this purple downtrend line. So this is a trend line. And I know trading's silly sometimes, but you got traders all drawing this freaking line on a chart. And this line on the chart is determining Bitcoin's price. Believe it or not, that's how this stuff works. It's silly, but it's true. So everybody's got the line drawn on the chart. It's one of two things is going to happen. We're going to get up to the line. Everybody's going to sell off and we go back to a lower level and then build up enough momentum to try it again, sell off, back up. Didn't even quite get to it this time. Down, back up, tried it again. Okay. So are we going back up to it again? We could be, or we might not be. If we get back up to it, are we going to break through it? We might not. Okay. If we do bust through it with really good volume, that could be a signal, and volume is down here. That could be a signal that it might be time for the market to move even higher. Maybe we'll take out the all-time high here and, make the march up to 100K. We don't know. It could happen, but we don't know what's going to happen one day to the next. Right now, we're kind of in the middle. And what we're dealing with is all these squiggly lines act as resistance, and we're kind of getting sandwiched in here. And the market's trying to see if it can slowly move up. So the key resistance areas I see on the upside are 63K, 64K. All right, so these two levels here. So 63, 64 is important because that'll get us back above all of these moving averages and give us a chance to start potentially moving up and even make an attempt at this purple line. A lot of times what will happen is even if we're going to bust through it, it'll probably go up, touch this. And again, this isn't financial advice, any of this. This is just for entertainment purposes, as they say. But this is generally how these things happen. It'll probably go up and touch it, come back down, touch it, come back down. And if it's going to break through, a lot of times it'll do just a big giant dump and then bust all the way through. And what happens is the order books get cleared out. So all the scaredy cats that kept selling here, one big dump will get them all to get out. And then all of a sudden the order book will be cleared out and then it can actually bust through and go higher. So I've seen that happen plenty of times. It could, just rocket straight on through. Anything can happen. Okay. But that's what I've generally seen. So we're going to have to see if we beat our head against this a couple more times. If we get up to it and get a really steep sell-off that then goes sideways, okay, and doesn't, rocket back up, that's not good. And if it goes down and we actually lose this here, this purple line, this is like the last line of defense of holding on to the bull market for the interim period for now. That wouldn't be good, right? So we've got these levels on the downside. We have 63, 64K on the upside, and then above that about 67, 68 would start putting us far enough away from this purple line that it might build momentum and the buyers could get excited. But if we lose 60K, oof, man, that's going to freak some people out. Even if we put pressure on 60K again, we could see the alts really dip hard again, which would produce some great dip trades for us. Okay. For the people who are trading with the system, the iCoinPro micro profit system. So, keep an eye on 60K. If we lose 60K, we could see some stuff really kind of fall apart. And if we lose this, definitely getting down to 56K and under, man, we're running the real risk of the trend really shifting on us. Okay. So we got to keep an eye on that particular level. Now, one thing we like to watch are what are called the longs and shorts on Binance. So Binance is like the largest, best crypto exchange in the world still. They have tons of volume there. A lot of people trade there. Longs are people who are betting Bitcoin's going up. Shorts are people who are betting it's going down. We're relatively even, but the longs are coming out ahead. So people are starting to gain a little more confidence that we might be moving up. Now these are leveraged, so that means that they're very high risk. Okay, people are really risking their positions. If the price starts to move a lot, these people can get liquidated really quick, like blow out their whole balance. Okay, we're pretty even, but here's what we got to watch out for. If we start to creep lower, right, and these longs start going up to 60%. 65%, and ultimately over 70%. Once we get over 70%, we enter a danger zone where we can get what's called a long squeeze, is one way of putting it. It's where all of these people who are betting Bitcoin are going up get liquidated and squeezed out of the market. So we're here right now. We got to keep an eye on it. But if this price starts slipping lower again, okay, Right now, we're trying to battle with this purple. It's the smooth moving average 7. Right now, we're trying to battle with that. We're having a little trouble with it. But anyway, if we don't get above that and we start to head back down and the price just keeps creeping lower, the longs keep going higher, we could set up for that long squeeze, which could propel us, all the way down. We're not anywhere near that yet, but things can change really in a hurry, okay, with the crypto markets. So, all right, so that's everything we're looking at right now. Again, key levels, definitely 63, 64, and ultimately probably 66, 67, in that area might get the market really excited. If we lose 60K, the market's probably going to be a little freaked out. And we'll have to see if enough buyers show up. This lowering volume, right? The volume just keeps going kind of lower and lower and lower. All right, it's trending down. That blue line shows it's trending down. The ranges are kind of tightening up. We're not moving very much here. Got some pretty good moves there, but not moving very much. That's when low volume goes low and the trading range, the volatility tightens up. We have these Bollinger Bands starting to kind of come in, here they were wider, now they're coming in. All this is indicating, and if these Bollinger Bands get really tight, it's indicating that we're setting up for potentially a more explosive dynamic move in the market, right? So lowered volume, tightening ranges, Bollinger Bands tightening in could indicate something bigger is gonna happen. These bands are about 22% wide, so that's pretty good range right now. But if they tighten up bigger, more than that, boy, it can get interesting. All right, last thing I'm just going to cover, Buddy Coins. I'm looking at these. So this is our software. It crawls everything, and it looks for the potential profit on trades, which it shows here. 24-hour volume. I'm going to add in even 5 million here. So what's cool about our software, we can sort in all sorts of different ways. Yeah, Dia, this is losing volume. I'm not like really super excited about that one anymore. Not really super excited about anything right now. Everything's just kind of tight, not moving well. So what I'm going to do, and it might be kind of boring because it's a weekend. So maybe tomorrow we'll get something, the market will get moving again when more traders return to the markets. But right now I got nothing. So I just cleared my spread tracker list. I got my blow up tracker cleared, my dump tracker. So these track when coins blow up really big. It'll send me notifications to my phone, right? As soon as something starts moving, blowing up. Or if things dump really big, then I get a notification to my phone. Or if things are kind of just moving well on what we call a dip trade to trade, that's all going to get added there. So I got those all cleared out. They're running, okay? So as soon as something starts happening, my phone's going to get pinged. I'm going to go do something else. I'm not even, what's great about the way we trade, I outperform Bitcoin. I've been outperforming Bitcoin since September 2019 when I perfected this system. And I don't even have to think about these crypto markets. I go to sleep with all my orders closed almost all the time. Every once in a while, there might be a really good trade or one that's a little more difficult. I might have to have some open orders, but oh my gosh, almost every trade are pretty quick in and out with this system. But I can outperform Bitcoin on that, and I don't have to stress or sweat about it. All right, that is everything that I've got here to share this morning. Again, let's see what happens here today. Not quite sure if we're, going to, hold on one second, stop screen sharing. If we're going to get a lot of volatility today, being a Sunday with this setup, maybe some coins will blow up a little bit. Maybe that'll happen. I don't know. But either way, the software is going to find them if they do. So our software is like the all-seeing eye of crypto. All right, everybody, have a great day. Going to put up just a disclaimer here, and then we are going to be a wrap. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for the next market analysis. We'll look at what's happening. Bye-bye, everybody.